How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Body Bags. I'm HorrorMacabreCrazy. Today I'm going to be reviewing a film for you guys, and it's the 1975 film Alucarda. This is the Mondo Macabro release. Let's get into the plot of the film. So the plot of the film is actually it starts off. You witness a birth, this mother giving birth to a child in this convent or something like that. This crazy building with these weird red drapes everywhere and stuff like that, with a bunch of weird, like, mythical, weird statues around and stuff like that. You hear these weird, like, almost like demon-possessed voices in the background and stuff like that. Next thing you know, it, like, fast forward kind of like, you know, like, I would say like 15-20 years later down the road, and we're introduced to the character of Justine, which is a girl that's coming into a Catholic school because of her parents have passed away, her mother and father, which you never get to meet during the film, where you don't really know anything about them. She just mentions it really briefly. So she's taken into this this school, and in this school, she's she checks in. She's got like this room and stuff like that. And when she's in the room, you don't really notice, but next thing you know, like out of the corner of the room, this other girl appears, and so they kind of get to know her. And the other girl's name is Alucarda, and she lives in that convent slash school, Catholic school. And then basically you don't really, like, it's like religious, but at the same time it doesn't seem religious. It's really weird. There's just the backgrounds, like the walls have like weird, like almost like figures of like dead bodies, and then there's, you know, Christ on the cross and stuff like that. And anyways, so they're, you know, they get to know each other, and Alucarda and Justine end up becoming really close, like really good friends. And Alucarda's like, you know, we're gonna be friends till death. So they make a pact of, you know, being friends till death. So they, you know, they basically have to, you know, like somebody like cuts their hand, and the other person cuts their hand, and they rub their blood together. Well, in this one is they do it a different way. I'll explain in a minute. But they're outside playing with the other kids in the school and stuff like that, and Justine and Alucarda kind of stray off from the pack. They go elsewhere, and they meet this weird character guy that is really weird looking, and he's got all these like weird trinkets and this really weird costume on and stuff like that. And you almost think he like belongs to a circus or something like that. Anyways, he's like he gives Alucarda this knife, and he's like, you know, you girls will by oath, you know, connect each other by blood. So basically, later on, when they're back in the school slash church, they basically, how they do it is somehow the guy appears, the guy that gave the Alucarda the knife. He appears in their room, and next thing you know, he gives Alucarda the knife, and next thing you know, they're somehow naked right away. Some magical, mythical, weird power. And so they cut each other above the breast, and then they have to lick each other on the breast to, I guess, become one or something like that. So they're sworn to be together by blood, by oath, whatever. And later on, Alucarda is hearing weird voices and strange, like, demonic things in her head and stuff like that. And then you find out slowly that the child that was born in the beginning in that convent slash strange building, or whatever it's called, was actually Alucarda that was born. And the child was taken away from her mother, and the mother died. And so she's hearing these weird noises, demonic things, and so she's possessed by the devil. And she basically gets Justine to believe in it and to do what she does, because, you know, they're sworn by blood to, you know, be together till death. And basically throughout the film, and like, they'll be like in church or something, they'll be praying and stuff like that, and like she'll just sprout out like demonic, and she'll just chant stuff about the devil and all this kind of crazy stuff. And slowly everyone in the church that, you know, tries to get close to them and tries to help them, because they see that, you know, these two girls are possessed by something, they basically just start dying around Justine Alucarda. Everyone just starts dying off and get kind of like burning to death by, as they say, the devil. And there's also a doctor that gets introduced in the movie, and that you know, he's the doctor of the church and stuff like that. And later on, Alucarda is taken away because they find out she's really evil, and that she's possessed by the devil, and that she has got Justine, you know, doing the same thing and believing in the same thing. So they try to do an exorcism and stuff like that. Well, Justine, through this, who dies. So Alucarda is taken off by this doctor, because he notices that they're doing some really strange and not normal things that, you know, that the church would do. So she's taken away. So she's in the doctor's house, and the doctor has a daughter who she's blind, and basically she tries to possess her, you know, and make her believe in the devil and stuff like that. And then just all hell breaks loose at the end, and Justine's suddenly alive. And I don't want to spoil the end, but the end is absolutely fucking amazing. This is probably the craziest witchcraft, demonic possession movie I have seen in a long time. It's you've got orgies, you've got decapitation, you've got nudity, you've got demonic things, you've got this weird character that wears this weird mask. Like, you've got all sorts of craziness in this movie. The use of color is absolutely fantastic in this movie for being a 1975 film. I thought it was shot really well. Atmospherically, it was done really well. And for a demonic witchcraft possession movie, I think this movie is one of the better. I absolutely love this movie. Great cast. Parts of it were overacted by certain actors, which I thought was a little much, but I definitely love this movie, and definitely enjoy it. We'll be watching it more times, and it is US/Mexican film, I guess, as they put it here. It's directed by John Lopez Moctezuma, starring Claudia Brooke, Tina Romero, and Souza Camini, and David Silva. It's 74 minutes in length, English language. It's definitely a cool film. Definitely highly recommended if you're into that kind of witchcraft demonic film. And I'm going to go and give it a 4.5 for the fact of how crazy this film was, and all the craziness that happens in this film. So yeah, there's a lot more to it. This review would be crazy long if I were to go into more detail, but I didn't want to give too much away. But that's majority of the more important things that happen in the film that I wanted to share with you guys. So hopefully you guys like this review. I'm curious on what you think. If you've seen it, please comment down below. Tell me what you thought of it. Anyways, so that's my review on the 1975 film Alucarda. Again, 1975. So that is my review. So thank you for taking the time to view this video, and I'll catch you guys next Wednesday. Thanks for watching.